Now at 10, Senator Mitch McConnell released from the hospital. The latest on what's next for him before returning home. And a big step forward for sports betting in Kentucky.
I'm Chief Meteorologist T.G. Shuck. Of course, a chilly start to the week on this Monday. We had clouds, breezy conditions, even a few flurries flying around. Could see more at least into the early part of Tuesday. Your Storm Team forecast is coming up.
You're watching ABC 36 on your side. News at 10.
Thanks for joining us, and I'm Paxton Boyd. Now, we begin with weather tonight, dropping temperatures overnight. Let's get the latest from Chief Meteorologist T.G. Shuck. T.G.?
Yeah, Paxton, it has been anything but, I guess, spring-like as much of the winter has been. A little payback from Mother Nature, I guess. We've had those low clouds, the breezy conditions, and, of course, as you mentioned, cold. Our Max HD radar, a few little light snow showers off to our northeast, and another batch coming through Cincinnati and creeping into the southern and southeastern part of Indiana. A little spoke of energy coming around that area of low pressure, which is now over northeastern Ohio. So some of this may move down into the bluegrass. Don't be surprised if you see a few flakes flying around during the overnight. Could see a burst here and there. Our Bluegrass Pace Care Skyview HD camera network still overcast. West wind still up at 10 to 15. 34 here in Lexington. We're hanging right around the freezing mark in most locations. And, of course, you throw the wind in there, and the feel like's down into the mid-20s. This has been the case all day long. So overnight, still a few scattered snow showers and flurries into early tomorrow. We begin to clear things out, but the northwest wind holds our temperatures in check. Growing season has not officially started, but of course, some of the plants have started to bud and bloom, and we've got some freezing conditions in the early mornings. The next couple of mornings, we'll talk about that and a bit of a warm-up later in the week coming up.
Well, an ABC 36 update now. Senator Minority Leader Mitch McConnell is out of the hospital tonight after undergoing treatment for a concussion and a broken rib. The spokesperson for the Kentucky Republican says doctors discharged McConnell from Walter Reed Medical Center earlier today. McConnell was taken to the hospital last Wednesday after he fell at a D.C. hotel during a fundraiser dinner. The Senate Minority Leader's spokesperson says the 81-year-old will enter physical therapy at an inpatient rehabilitation center before he returns home. Well, in Frankfort, a sports betting bill is now on the way to the Senate after passing the House today in a 63-34 vote. If House Bill 551 becomes law, it would legalize, regulate, and tax sports betting all across the state, allowing bets for people older than 18 and on licensed websites and phone apps. Now, it would also direct the State Horse Racing Commission to oversee it.
So I voted yes on this bill for that matter, but for the biggest reason, the people want it, and I was sent here to give what the people want.
Well, I voted no today because this is not good for Kentucky. It's not good for families. It's not good for people. And I really hope and pray we get to see some bills that will bring legislation that will bring jobs into East Kentucky and to the rural parts of the state. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Well, the House today also amended the bill to establish a problem gambling assistance fund, which would promote public awareness of gambling addiction and help pay for addiction treatments. Well, the Opioid Abatement Advisory Commission is meeting tomorrow in Frankfort. The meeting is open to the public at the Capitol complex. It'll also be live streamed. The focus continues to be on how to distribute more than $842 million in settlements reached with opioid companies. A meeting starts tomorrow afternoon at 1. In your Nation View, the federal government is trying to save two failed U.S. banks. The emergency move comes after President Biden tells Americans their money is safe. The crisis impacting Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank and is shaking up the economy. The Fed's now rethinking whether or not to raise the nation's interest rate. Tim Pulliam explains what happens next.
From coast to coast, Silicon Valley Bank customers are scrambling to get their money out.
We have an obligation with payroll. We have an electrical business, and we have to meet payroll this afternoon, so that's why I'm here.
The mad dash comes after a frantic 72 hours. Federal regulators now stepping in to save 2 U.S. banks. President Biden today trying to reassure the American people.
Americans can have confidence that the banking system is safe. Your deposits will be there when you need them. Small businesses across the country, the deposit accounts at these banks can breathe easier knowing they'll be able to pay their workers and pay their bills.
The Treasury, FDIC, and Federal Reserve taking emergency steps to guarantee all deposits in Silicon Valley Bank and New York-based Signature Bank are paid back in full. Even those deposits over the federally insured amount of $250,000. All of it, the president says, will be paid for by the banks and not taxpayers. The White House also pushing for tougher regulations on small banks, which Congress rolled back during the Trump administration. The Fed's emergency action is a lifeline for entrepreneur Tiffany Dufu, an SVB customer. The bank shutdown forced the mother of 2 to pay her employees out of her personal savings account.
Yes, I am in an airport bathroom at 6:30 a.m. crying.
She's moving her money to a new bank.
I will be so relieved when our money is back in that Bank of America account, and I think that's who I'll be sticking with.
Some analysts believe SVB's investment losses were triggered by the Fed's interest rate hikes. Goldman Sachs predicts the Feds will reconsider its attempt to decrease inflation by raising interest rates next week because of the stress right now on the market. Tim Pulliam, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Back in Kentucky, a man arrested after a call about someone trying to break into homes in Madison County. The sheriff's office says 39-year-old Brian Hatcher of Berea was arrested last week. Deputies say they found him hiding in a storage building behind a home on Mountain View Drive. He's accused of peeping into windows and trying to break into homes in that area. He's now charged with burglary and other charges. In Estill County, the sheriff's office is searching for this man. Deputies say he's suspected of stealing a catalytic converter from a van parked at Smokey's Auto Center on Saturday. If you have any information about who this man is or his whereabouts, contact the Estill County Sheriff's Office. And across the state, at least 5 juveniles in custody at Adair and Warren Juvenile Detention Centers are facing new charges of assault. This after allegedly attacking staff and state police last week. Investigators say there were 3 separate attacks. The first happened at Adair Juvenile Detention Center during Thursday's medicine distribution. A second attack on Thursday was at Warren Juvenile Detention Center. Investigators say a third attack happened Saturday at Adair Youth Development Center. Staff and state police used pepper spray to help control the incidents. A traffic alert now for drivers in downtown Lexington. The Transportation Cabinet says there will be alternating lane closures on parts of West Main Street this week for road work. The closures will take place on Wednesday, sometime between 7 in the morning and 4 in the afternoon. Well, still ahead, saving money with solar energy in Lexington and a recall expanded on prescription dog food, the latest for pet owners.
Well, a chilly evening here in central and eastern Kentucky. Those low clouds have been hanging around the last couple of days. We've also seen a few snowflakes flying around, and that will continue to be the case rolling into at least early Tuesday. Your Storm Team forecast is coming up.
Watch Monday Munchies every Monday on High Noon with Doug and Lisa High. Brought to you by Zucker.
Come in for the March Mania sale at Perry's Gallery. The Big Blue Initiative expects nothing but the best, and that's what you get from us. Solid hardwood furniture made in the USA with quality in mind. Take advantage of our March Mania sale and get your family heirloom at Perry's Gallery, 1176 Industry Road.
It's Keno night, and you got this. And you've got 37 ways to win a top prize of $100,000. Keno from the Kentucky Lottery. You got this.
Wintertime can be challenging for the elderly with home maintenance, icy travel conditions, and isolation. Now is the best time to make the switch to Friendship Towers. Offering independent, assisted living and assisted memory care, maintenance-free living with beautiful amenities all on one campus, and the care available when needed. Enjoy chef-prepared meals, all-day dining, and award-winning care on a faith-based campus. Contact us today for a limited-time move-in special. Sayer Christian Village, a great place to call home.
Military families often sacrifice precious time away from loved ones while serving our country. United Through Reading provides meaningful connection, so the magic of reading isn't something that happens once upon a time. To learn more, visit unitedthroughreading.org.
Come in for the March Mania sale at Perry's Gallery. The Big Blue Initiative expects nothing but the best, and that's what you get from us. Solid hardwood furniture made in the USA with quality in mind. Take advantage of our March Mania sale and get your family heirloom at Perry's Gallery, 1176 Industry Road.
ABC 36 on your side.
It's time to find your adventure.
Sign me up.
Whether you've got courage to spare.
Let's go, girl.
Yeah. Or you just want to make new friends.
Trust me.
There's always a home for you at Girl Scouts.
The city of Lexington wants to help people go solar. The city says its new program will help reduce the reliance on the electric grid. The program offers a 20% discount for solar panels and installation and is open to homeowners and other property owners like small businesses, places of worship, and nonprofits. Federal tax credits are also available to help offset the cost. There's also limited funding available to help low to moderate income homeowners. The application window is open through July 20th.
Well, not much in the way of sunshine on this Monday, carrying over from this past weekend where we had overcast and dreary conditions on Sunday. Now, the issue into the midweek, of course, with the unseasonably mild winter we've had, some early blooms going to be threatened a bit by a hard freeze possible tonight and especially heading into Wednesday morning. The growing season has yet to officially begin, but that's something to keep in mind. Next rain chance coming on St. Patrick's Day, and the roller coaster ride with the up and down temperatures continue will moderate things and then get cold again. Little scattered snow showers rolling across parts of northeastern Kentucky earlier, but you can see another little batch rolling into our northern counties out of southeastern Indiana and southwestern Ohio. This is with that northwest flow, Spoka energy rotating around that area of low pressure that is moving through the eastern Great Lakes. Our Bluegrass Pace Care Skyview HD Camera Network. Checking out Richmond EKU right at freezing, 32. Winds out of the west-northwest, still up at about 10 to 15, so that's pushing the feel-likes down into the mid-20s. Most spots hanging into the low and mid-30s. Not moved very much at all, of course, through the evening due to all that low cloudiness, and you see those feel-likes into the mid-20s. 33, that was really late morning, early afternoon before we came up a few degrees to 39 right after midnight. So we've been hanging mainly into the mid-30s the majority of the day. There's your average high and low, 55 and 35. So good solid 25 plus degrees, 20 to 25 degrees below average for this time of the year. So the low kicking out of here, still looking at that northwest flow. It'll take a little while for that area of high pressure to move in. And on our futurecast here, a little more optimistic with the clearing. I think we'll see still a few flurries around in the morning, mid to upper 20s. And as the day wears on, we should see more in the way of sunshine from northwest to southeast. And as a result, temperatures will bump up slightly, still well below average for this time of the year. I think we'll end up either side of 40. It does get better into the midweek, but the cold morning comes on Wednesday with high pressure right overhead. We're talking low 20s, so a hard freeze out there, but then we're back up to 51, and we'll jump another 10 or 11 degrees on Thursday. Southwest flow out ahead of the system for the end of the week. So how about 62 on Thursday? Of course, area of low pressure on a frontal boundary sliding through here. So that's going to mean, again, some occasional showers into the early part of St. Patrick's Day, winding things down late day. And then we do quiet things down for the upcoming weekend. But of course, it comes at a price, more cold air. So the initial cold air is out, that quick moderation in temperatures for the midweek. And then by the upcoming weekend, as mentioned, we are back into the cold. So pretty typical conditions for March as we bounce back and forth. So tomorrow, again, we'll see some sun into the afternoon. Look at the jump, though. 62 Thursday. There are your rain chances on St. Patrick's Day, a cold weekend. And yes, officially spring arrives late on Monday afternoon. Still going to feel kind of winterish with highs only in the mid-40s.
Hey, I'm returning your stuff. Your motor oil, your paint, and all your other ground and it washed down the storm drain and into my water. Don't let it happen again. Or next time, I won't be so nice.
Stop polluting Kentucky's water by keeping trash off the ground. To find out how you can help, visit our website.
I had experienced some severe trauma.
I had been troubled for over 25 years with treatment-resistant depression.
Through medication management, I felt like I was maintained fully happy.
They raised the level of my depression, so it doesn't go as deep.
My sense of humor was back. I was laughing again.
The treatments here have just given me a means to live a joyful existence.
Are you looking for high-quality, affordable flooring? Extra Value Flooring has everything you need to get the floors of your dreams. We carry Mohawk, Shaw, Dreamweaver, and other popular brands, and have a wide variety of carpet, laminate, hardwood, and boat flooring. We also carry engineered waterproof flooring so you can avoid those stressful spills. With more than 100,000 feet of flooring to choose from, Extra Value Flooring is the place to find your perfect floors. Come into our store and mention this commercial for 10% off of your first flooring purchase. Don't cut corners. Visit Extra Value Flooring today. Need or not, we make bourbon for the way you drink it. Discover your own taste at Fresh Bourbon in downtown Lexington. Bringing a fresh take on a classic, we want your next or your first bourbon experience to be exactly the way you like it. Like it on the rocks? Perfect. Like to mix it into an amazing cocktail? Perfect. Book your tasting today and enjoy a new bourbon experience. Fresh Bourbon.
Watch What You Eatin' every Wednesday on Good Morning Kentucky with Lee Cruz and Haley Harmon. Brought to you by Zucker. You're watching ABC 36 News at 10 on My Kentucky.
Officials are warning people to be careful when going outside with wild animals around. Lindsay Watts has more on that in tonight's Medical Minute.
Starts to warm up, many of us will want to get outside to enjoy spending time in nature and seeing all the various animals that roam around. But scientists are urging caution to avoid being scratched or bitten by a rabid animal. Rabies is a fatal but preventable disease, mostly found in wild animals like bats, raccoons, skunks, and foxes. While 4 million Americans report being bitten by an animal each year, there are less than 3 reported deaths from rabies. To keep yourself safe, be sure to leave wildlife alone and wash any bites or scratches immediately with soap and water. Talk with your healthcare provider if you think that you've been exposed. And lastly, be sure to vaccinate your pets to protect both them and your family. With this Medical Minute, I'm Lindsay Watts, ABC News.
A consumer alert now for dog owners. A recall on prescription dog food has been expanded. Purina Pro Plan Veterinary Diets Elemental Prescription dry dog food was initially recalled in early February after supplier error. It caused potentially elevated levels of vitamin D in some of the product. Now that recall has been expanded after a Purina investigation. Now, while the vitamin D is an essential nutrient for dogs, it can create health problems in high doses. Pet owners are encouraged to check their food and compare it with UPC and production codes on the FDA's website. No other Purina products are impacted. Meanwhile, Stratford Care is recalling multiple brands of omega-3 supplements for dogs and cats. The problem is they contain too much vitamin A. Elevated levels of the vitamin can lead to health issues in animals. That includes death. So far, at least one dog owner has reported vitamin A toxicity. The affected products are sold in bottles containing 60 soft gels. They were sold in vet offices and retailers. Many different private label brands also sell the supplement. The complete list of brands can be found on the FDA's website. In more consumer news, the Federal Trade Commission says Americans lost nearly $8.8 billion to scam artists last year. Melissa Adon has what you need to look out for.
Regulators are always on watch for the most popular scams happening now. Earlier this year, the National Consumers League put out its report on the top 10 scams.
Some of the most popular scams are things like
internet merchandise scams. This is where scammers will put up merchandise like luxury goods or electronics or fashion or medications at deeply discounted prices and try to get you to click through and provide them with information or send them money.
Another popular scam is the so-called impersonation scam.
These are scams where the fraudster will reach out to you, claim to be with a government agency, the police, or maybe they claim to be a doctor or a lawyer who's representing a family member who's in trouble.
And one of the fastest growing scams involves cryptocurrency.
Seems every day you have people who are trying to get you to send money to these bogus online cryptocurrency exchanges with promises of huge risk-free returns. But it turns out all you're doing is sending your money to a scammer and you never get your money back.
Fraudsters like to take advantage of holidays to scam people and also try to exploit bad news like natural disasters.
We very quickly see scammers who do things like charity scams or maybe claim to be someone who lost a lot of money in one of these disasters, but they need your help to get it back and you'll get a cut of it.
Experts say that we are all vulnerable to fraud.
None of us, no matter how smart we think we are without risk when it comes to falling victim to these scams.
Melissa Adon, ABC News, Los Angeles.
If you're a Medicare beneficiary and live in the area, call now to see how this little card could get you some big benefits, including up to $900 added back to your Social Security check each year. With one toll-free call, you can find out how easy it is to get all of your original Medicare coverage, plus extra benefits. You get an all-in-one plan designed to fit your needs so you can be your best every day. You could have medical coverage, prescription drugs with $0 generics, dental, vision and hearing, plus the WellCare Visa Flex Card to pay for extra dental, vision, and hearing expenses, money for over-the-counter items, and up to $900 back in your Social Security check each year. And so much more. And here's more good news. You can get a WellCare plan for a $0 monthly premium. How can WellCare offer all of those benefits for a $0 monthly premium? It's simple. Medicare Advantage and Medicare Part D prescription drug coverage are important parts of Medicare. WellCare has a contract with Medicare to offer and provide these important options to you. Call right now to get your free copy of the WellCare All-in-One Guide. Call 1-877-424-5581 now. There is absolutely no obligation for requesting this free information. WellCare offers benefits that go beyond the basics, including up to $900 each year added to your Social Security check to help cover your Part B premium. Call today to get your free copy of the All-in-One Guide with absolutely no obligation. Your free plan guide will provide information to make a smart choice for your Medicare coverage. Just call 1-877-424-5581. Remember, there's no obligation for requesting this free information. So call 1-877-424-5581. Call today. WellCare. Medicare done well.
Watch Monday Munchies every Monday on High Noon with Doug and Lisa High. Brought to you by Zucker.
In entertainment news, fans of the fantasy drama series Shadow and Bone have waited 2 years for a second season. And now, as David Daniel reports, the magic is back. Season 2 premieres Thursday on Netflix.
Ben Barnes' General Kerrigan returns in Season 2 of Shadow and Bone.
The Darkling has created an unkillable army made of shadow.
It's up to Alina, played by Jessie May Lee, to stop him from causing more damage, but she's going to need help.
You must find Firebird and the Sea Whip. Take their power. Finish what you started.
Several new allies have joined Alina's quest to destroy the monsters, including a pirate and his crew.
There's adventure, danger, money. Now you're speaking my language.
And the hired mercenaries, the Crows, have a new member.
I'm your demolitions man.
You? You've got all your fingers.
Well, maybe I'm careful.
The show is based on Leigh Bardugo's best-selling fantasy novel series.
I promised that you and I would change the world.
Having these sort of dark shadow demons inside of him that are poisoning him from the inside. You can really dig into those kind of analogies in fantasy in a way that you just can't do in other kinds of storytelling.
Everyone is nuanced and everyone has both light and dark, but it's the choices you make. That is one of Alina's lines is, it's about the choices you made.
Are you willing to sacrifice that which is most precious to you?
In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
All right, stay with us. We'll have a final check of your forecast coming up next.
We all want to live healthier lives. It's only natural. Your body is a product of nature. Why would you nurture it with anything else? Just like your body, our vitamins, minerals, and herbs are grown from nature. And with all our products and advice, we have something for everything under the sun. We'll make sure you get everything you need, nothing you don't. All from nature herself. Robert's Health Foods, 1020 Industry Road, Lexington. You'll want to come see us. It's only natural.
Hey everybody, Joe with Kirsten from West Shore Home, and today we're going to find out how West Shore is making shower and bath remodeling more affordable than ever. Kirsten, how are you doing that?
So Joe, instead of me telling you, why don't I show you? This homeowner was having some problems with their old shower. They gave us a call, so we stopped out, completely removed their old bathtub, and replaced it with a walk-in shower in just one day. The best part? We can do a job like this for as low as $99 a month. And here's one more. We started in the morning, and by dinner time, this homeowner had a beautiful new shower installed. And again, they were able to work this project into their budget with easy, low monthly payments.
And those low monthly payments really make starting that project so much easier. Kirsten, thanks so much. Folks, call the number on your screen right now to start your project. And when you do, take advantage of this great offer. Call in now to get your new shower for as little as $99 a month. On top of that, they're doing free installation on all shower and bath projects. Call the experts at West Shore Home now.
Hey, I'm returning your stuff. Your motor oil, your paint, and all your other trash. You dumped it on the ground and it washed down the storm drain and into my water. Don't let it happen again. Or next time, I won't be so nice.
Stop polluting Kentucky's water by keeping trash off the ground. To find out how you can help, visit our website.
When you watch ABC 36 News, you'll see a difference.
Protecting you from severe weather without the hype.
We're your friends and neighbors, and we are on your side.
ABC 36, we're on your side.
And here's your Kentucky Lottery Scratch forecast rolling into the midweek, still dealing with some chilly temperatures tomorrow. 40 for the afternoon high. We should get into a little bit of sunshine. Next couple of mornings, we're looking at potentially a hard freeze with morning lows down into the 20s. A nice recovery, though, ahead of that next system. We jumped to 51 on Wednesday, and then winds pick up out of the southwest all the way up into the low 60s Thursday. Don't get used to it, though. Colder air by the weekend.
All right, thank you so much for watching. Of course, we hope you'll switch over to ABC 36 coming up tonight at 11. We'll see you then. Have a great night.
There's nothing quite like the feel and smell of leather. For over 45 years, the Last Genuine Leather Company has been providing the best selections of leather belts, wallets, jackets, bags, and so much more. If you need a great gift idea, something repaired, or custom made, we have you covered. If you're a leather craftsman, we have the tools and supplies you need. Come and see what you can discover at the Last Genuine Leather Company.
Hey, I'm returning your stuff. Your motor oil, your paint, and all your other trash. You dumped it on the ground and it washed down the storm drain and into my water. Don't let it happen again. Or next time, I won't be so nice.
Stop polluting Kentucky's water by keeping trash off the ground. To find out how you can help, visit our website.
Wintertime can be challenging for the elderly with home maintenance, icy travel conditions, and isolation. Now is the best time to make the switch to Friendship Towers. offering independent, assisted living and assisted memory care, maintenance-free living with beautiful amenities all on one campus, and the care available when needed. Enjoy chef-prepared meals, all-day dining, and award-winning care on a faith-based campus. Contact us today for a limited-time move-in special. Sayre Christian Village, a great place to call home.
Watch What You Eatin' every Wednesday on Good Morning Kentucky with Lee Cruz and Haley Harmon. Brought to you by Zucker.